Problem number 3 on 27A. I think I might have said 20A on the last one. Anyway, done a lot of these now, little picture ones with integrals. So we have this picture of f, and g is defined to be the integral from -3 to x of f of t. First question is find g of 3. So g of 3 is just the integral from -3 to 3 of f. That's f is just area under the curve. We got a triangle here. That's 10. It's 5 by 4. And then we got this little, oops, that little triangle, which is a -1 area. So g of 3 is 9. Part B says, when is g increasing and concave down? So g is increasing when its derivative is positive. This is g, its derivative is the derivative of that, which is the fundamental theorem of calculus, which is just that. So g prime is positive whenever f is positive. So f is positive here, here, and here. So f is positive from -5 to -3 and from -3 to 2. And we want concave down also. So concavity is the second derivative. So the second derivative of g, the first derivative is f, so the second derivative is f prime, which is just slopes of this. So we want concave down, so we're looking for negative slopes. So negative slope here and negative slope there. So negative slopes, which is concavity down, from -5 to -3 and 0 to 4. And we're looking for what they have in common. And what they have in common, sorry I have these backwards, is from -5 to -3 and from 0 to 2. So I think we've done a couple of these problems now. Hopefully they're making some sense. Pretty straightforward. There's a couple of little different things on the back side here. They just define this h to be g of x over 5x. And then they ask you to find h prime of 3, so this is the chain rule. So notice how they can mix up things here, rates and slopes and areas and integrals and fundamental theorem. I think with only 2 problems this year, you're going to see them doing that a lot. A lot of this, it's just a quotient rule. To the top, which is g prime, times the bottom, which is 5x, minus over the bottom, which is 5, times the top, all over the bottom squared. And then we're just plugging in 3. So we got g prime of 3. Remember, this is g, so g prime is just f. So it's that point right there, which is -2. So that's -2 times 5x. X is 3 though, 15. G of 3, which we did on the other side, which was that 10. Just plug in those numbers. I went up with -1/3. And then part D says I got this function f of x squared minus x. This is a new function, kind of like this problem. And they want me to find the slope at -1, so I need the derivative. So the derivative of f of x squared minus x is f prime of x squared minus x. Times the derivative what's inside, which is 2x minus 1. We're going to plug in -1, so -1 squared is 1, minus -1 is 2, so this is f prime of 2. Times plugging in 1 there gives, or -1 there gives me -3. F prime of 2, remember f prime is slope. This is f, so f prime is slope at 2, it's just the slope of that line right there, which if I have that right is a negative, it is a -2, it's 8 over 4, negative. So -2 times -3 is 6.